Hey guys, welcome to today's portion, which we're going to cover lower body for labor prep and birth. And so today I want you to be able to have at least one block available. If you don't have two blocks, that's okay. We'll improvise. Two blocks may be great for one of the exercises we're going to do it, but you can always use the seat of a chair or even the edge of the bed for one of the portions. So we're going to start in standing today. And we're just going to begin by warming up, grabbing that block. We're going to put that block on the thin side, right between our thighs in the upper body. I want you to bring your legs together so that there's just a gentle tension on that block, not squeezing really hard, but just keeping that block there firmly and getting some feedback as you press the legs in. As you gently press the legs into that block, you're going to be able to get a little slight tuck of the tailbone. So that's going to help us engage our low abdominals and our pelvic floor. So I just want you to stand there for a moment and begin to breathe. You might even like to just put your hands on your thighs. Take a couple slow, small, deep breaths. Feel that pelvic floor kind of rising and falling with the breath. Maybe intentionally use that elevator image of that pelvic floor being drawn up towards the belly button from the ground floor. And as you inhale, soften it. Let it slowly release. As you exhale, kind of draw it up. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to slightly pigeon toe the feet. And we have just a very slight inward rotation of the leg. And we're just going to warm up the back body. So all we're going to do is we're going to have a very slight bend in the knees, and all we're going to do is send our bottom back, hinging forward, and then coming up and having this nice erect stance at the top. So we're going to send the bottom back, opening that hamstring, and lift. We're going to keep doing this. Bend and hinge, open up the hamstring, slight bend of the knees, come on up. You're bending, straightening. Inhale, soften the pelvic floor. Exhale to the top, squeeze on that block. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, inhale. Exhale at the top. Two more of these. Lengthening through that hamstring, sending that bottom back. Core is nice and in and tight. Beautiful. Coming up all the way to the top, and we're going to take that block and set it down to the side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slightly take our right foot and step it just behind the left. So our feet are in two different train tracks, and my right foot is slightly behind my left. What we're going to do again is we're going to do that hinging motion, except we're going to bend in our rear leg and drop our same right arm down towards the floor. Lift it up. Bend slightly, bottom goes back, hinge, twist, come on up. Bend, lift. Soft bend in that right knee. That left leg stays straight, and we're getting into the belly of that hamstring. Bend and lift it up. We're here for 3. Hinge and twist. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Let's do that on the opposite side. Right foot forward, left foot right behind it. Almost toe to heel, but they're in two separate planes. Front leg stays straight. Back leg bends slightly. Hinge and twist. Hinge. Beautiful. Forward. As you come forward, I want you to bring that belly in. So you're not letting everything go relaxed. Everything is drawn up towards the center line. And we're getting into that hamstring. Slight bend again in this left knee. Twisting. We've got 3 more. 3. Breathe. 2. Lift. 1. Beautiful. Let's come back up to the center. Again, our feet are in 2 train tracks, same length, and all we're going to do is we're just going to do some gentle squats here. Send the bottom back, come on up. Send that bottom back. The arms are used here just for some balance. The weight comes into the heels, squeezing those glutes. Opening, heart shifts forward. At the top, we have a little squeeze. Bottom back, squeeze. You're here for 3, squeeze. 2, squeeze. 1, bottom back, squeeze. Beautiful. Catch your breath. We're going to come now into a wider stance squat. So we're going to turn this time our toes out and our heels in, and we're going to come down into this bigger squat. Just kind of get used to how this feels. Let's find a little shifting up and back, or up and down. Just feeling your body kind of loosely engaging here in the legs. Seeing how this kind of feels on the quads. And then we're going to find some internal rotation. So hands can go wherever feels great. All we're going to do is we're going to lift the right heel, turn it in, turn it back out, lift the left heel, rotation. So we're getting into our squat and we're finding this internal rotation. I want you, as you come in, opposite leg at a time, to really focus on your low core. It's going to be hard to engage the pelvic floor here because our legs are so far apart. We're not going to be able to really engage it. Let it be soft. Let the focus instead come on here in the low belly of drawing baby back towards the spine. We've got 1 more each side. You should be feeling this in the legs. Internal, last time left. Beautiful. Come on up, straighten those legs. Walk those legs back together. Maybe it feels good to just kind of shake it out a little bit. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to come into a lunge stance. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right foot forward and our left foot back. So our heel is lifted on this rear leg. Hands can, again, cup the hips. Hands can come here at the heart, whatever feels the best. What we're going to do is we're going to really pop up this rear heel and drive that left knee straight down towards the floor, trying to stack this front knee over the ankle and straighten. So all we're doing is squatting in our lunge, lifting. Let's do that 3 more times. Knee goes straight down. So we're staying really upright and we're letting this right glute do the work. This time we're going to add a twist to it. So as we come down, we're going to scissor the arms. Come back up. We've got 4 of these. Slow your breath. You've got 3. Getting into that glute. 2. Last 1. Beautiful. What we're going to do here now is just come and put that heel down. So now both legs are straight. And we have a little bit longer of a stance than we did before. We're going to cup those hips if that feels good. And I want you to just hinge at the hip and allow the body to come kind of flat forward. You can place your hands, if it feels good, on this quad. And I want you to just let the back of this leg open. Soften the shoulders, soften the breath. And you're going to step that back leg forward. Right leg this time steps back. And what we're going to do is the same thing. We're going to pop up that heel. Hands can cup the hips. And we're squatting. So what I want you to focus on, again, is that heel popping up so that we can come back. It's almost a sensation that you're leaning back to let that knee drop. And as much as possible, I'm trying to keep this front knee stacked over the ankle. All right, we're going to add that twist. Twisting while we squat and lunge it down. Again, right hand comes forward, left hand comes back. You've got 2 more. When we get to the top, You're just going to straighten that front leg, put that heel back on that rear leg, and we're just going to drive that heart forward. Hands can come, if it feels good, to this quad, and let this hinge in the hip open up the back of this hamstring. Take a couple small breaths. Beautiful. We're really thinking about getting that belly and that internal rotation in both the torso and the thighs. So now we're just going to come rest the body. I want you to come and, oh, forgot one movement. This is why I told you to have 2 blocks. Okay, if you have 2 blocks, that's great. If you don't have 2 blocks, I want you to find the edge of a chair. And what we're going to do, if we have 2 blocks, we're going to set them about a foot apart from each other. And then we're going to just step about a foot away from them, or stepping a foot back from the edge of your chair. And I want you to just hinge forward. The hands are going to come to the back of that chair, or the seat of the chair, or the seat or the bed, whatever kind of feels like it's nice and low. What we're going to do is, you see I have a nice long leg. I'm going to bring all of my weight forward into my hands so that I can put all of the weight into my left leg, and I'm going to bend my right knee. My knees are going to kiss. I'm going to find a little bit of internal rotation. So just play with letting that right foot turn out and turn that core on. Then from here, we're going to work and strengthen our abductors. So we're going to do some fire hydrants. Lifting that right leg, setting it down. Driving through the foot that's on the mat. That's 4. Let it down. Fire hydrant, squeeze at the top. 3. You've got 2 more. Squeeze belly in. Low abdominals nice and tight. Last one. Set it down. If you need to, come on up. Catch your breath a little bit. And then we're going to do the other side. Again, hinging at the hips. Hands are going to come to whatever support feels good. Again, I've got 2 blocks. What we're going to do is all of the weight's going to come into the right foot. I want you to bend the left knee. I want you to find an internal rotation. So you're kicking that foot out even though the knees are touching, and let the abdominals come on there. You can feel that engage. Beautiful. From there, let that foot come back center, and you've got 5 fire hydrants. You've got 5. Gaze down so you're not craning the neck. 4. Lift and squeeze. Belly up and in. 3. Letting that weight of the hands really protect you here. 2. Feeling stable. 1, and hold. Knee to knee, foot down, rise on up. Take a couple slow, small breaths, and then we're going to find our way to our seat. Our blocks can come out of the way. If it feels good, you can sit on a blanket. And all we're going to do is we're going to end here with a couple seated pigeons. I'm going to recline back enough to take my right ankle and cross it over my left knee. And then I'm going to just slightly bring my heart closer to that leg, and I'm just going to windshield wiper a little bit left and right. And then I want you to just kind of stay here, letting yourself breathe. If this feels too intense, you can also just drop to the elbows and walk the front foot in a little bit more. And again, if it feels good, you're welcome to continue to windshield wiper that leg. Making sure that you're not collapsing here into the chest, but finding some lift. Releasing that foot, let's cross that left ankle over the right knee. Heart presses forward, and again, it's a little tick-tock. Opening that exterior glute. And again, if it feels better, you can drop to your elbows and walk that foot in. Not getting as intense there. If it feels good, again, you can windshield wiper. Pause here and take a couple slow breaths. When you're done releasing that foot, I want you to drive those feet wide. Let the knees come together. So knock kneed. And here I just want you to slowly take a couple slow deep breaths and then begin to windshield wiper from that position, feet wide, knees inside. And getting all that good rotation of the head of the femur in that pelvis. Beautiful. You guys did great, and I hope that you've enjoyed that portion for the lower body.